Welcome to our channel. We're Fee and Owen, a couple from Australia who decide to follow our hearts and start a new life in beautiful Italy. This channel documents our incredible adventure and shares with you our dream of renovating a farmhouse in an Italian village, embracing simple pleasures and reconnecting with our roots. Our story starts with us searching for our forgotten beauty in 3 Italian regions: Piemonte, Umbria and Marche.
Marche sits between the Apennine Mountain range and the Adriatic Sea on the east coast. This sets a background of rolling hills dominated by farming and olive groves that gently flow down to the coast. We were curious about Marche for a number of reasons. This is where our family in Piemonte and many Italians flock to in summer, especially during Ferragosto. Do we still crave to be by the coast? And how does this region connect to the rest of Italy and Europe? With small hilltop villages dating back to medieval times, this is a contrast to the more recent seafront towns with hundreds of seafood restaurants. It reminded me a lot of where I grew up on the south coast of England. The highlight of our first ever trip to this region was the Canero National Park, with forest walks, dramatic cliffs and crystal clear waters, and the freshest seafood that tasted amazing, whether it was grilled, stewed or fried. We came away with a sense that this is a great travel destination, but didn't sing to our hearts for home.
Casa Fano. We only had one property to view in Marche, but we were keen to visit the forgotten beauty, as it was a farmhouse near a coastal village. The house was 15 minutes from Fano, and upon arrival, we could see that there were views across the rolling hills that reached as far as the coast. The property itself also looked in quite good condition. It was a size of approximately 400 square metres, which is what we're looking for. And as we entered, we could see that the foundations looked solid. The walls were thick, which we're starting to learn could be a challenge for our renovation desires. But on the plus side, it had walls. Downstairs, we discovered some old farming elements. We are finding a lot of interesting pieces are left behind when these farmhouses are abandoned. In some places, there is furniture, in other places, machinery, and we've even discovered old photo albums, creepy dolls, and chests of linen. It amazes us that a lot of these items were once people's possessions, and it's also a reminder that life thrived a long time ago in these now crumbling homes. As you can see from this video, this property would need a complete remodel, and it would take a lot of work to bring it back to its former glory. But structurally, it could be an okay choice for us. We were able to access the top level thanks to a usable staircase, and once up there, we could see some very pretty views across the fields. A lot of the windows gave us the picture book framing that we crave and look for in a farmhouse. And as we moved through the rooms, we could also see lovely high ceilings and traditional elements such as beams. However, as we continue on our search, the more properties we view, the easier it is for us to get a feeling quite quickly on where the property is our forever home. And this one, unfortunately, was a pretty quick no for both of us. We have learned that there is a lot we can change about a farmhouse, but the location and the view are elements that are out of our hands. Once we arrived at the Fano farmhouse, we could see what wasn't shown in the photos online. A large portion of the view from the property overlooked an industrial estate, and this type of view doesn't connect with our vision of our home. So this, combined with the rocky path that leads to the farmhouse, made this a pretty easy no for us. So our search continues with more properties to view as we head back to Umbria.